Now, you said earlier we're on YouTube Live. If you're not on YouTube Live, this is the behind the scenes. We are in-depth talking on YouTube Live when we're off the air. But one thing you did say was a lot of women and men ignore ED. First of all, why would a woman ignore the ED? And, you know, I can understand why a man would, you know, whether it's embarrassment or they don't want to go to the doctor or whatever. But why would a woman ignore ED?
So in my conversations with women, one of the things is women tend to blame themselves. Like they think there's something wrong with me why this isn't working. Mm-hmm. And so there's a lot of kind of guilt, shame that goes on there. When the reality of it is, this is a medical problem. So it has nothing to do, but they'll think I'm just not attractive. He's not. So that's what I hear quite a bit. And unfortunately, sometimes this goes on to where by the time the man finally comes in, the whole relationship is fractured. I mean, in addition to doing just with me just working to get him to get an erection back, you really need to go to my psychiatry colleagues because you have to build a relationship back.
Wow.
Very true.
This thing has a lot of tentacles to it, of course, and a lot of different things that are happening in the bedroom and outside of the bedroom. A lot of implications here. So, guys, if you think you're going through this, you really need to check in with your primary care doctor. Or we're going to give you Dr. Billups information and some information on you, too, sir, so we can help you guys out. But we got some more phone calls we want to get to. 615-737-9292. 615-737-9292. If you have a question, free game today, guys. We're asking the expert on the Kenny Smoov Morning Show. Wake it up.
Waking up with Kenny Smoov. Kenny Smoov in the morning.
Call in now and ask an expert. It's our expert of the week. Call 615-737-9292 and ask the expert now. Now. On the Kenny Smoov Morning Show on 92Q.
92Q, good morning. Go ahead and ask the expert.
Good morning. I do hope this question is appropriate, but is there a danger to young men taking ED meds, not because they have ED, but they're trying to maintain that erection for as long as possible, so they pop those pills?
They doing that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Young
They've
guys.
been doing that.
Yeah. Won't that bust a blood vessel?
So, well, no, it's enhancement, but I wouldn't recommend that because one, you don't need everybody thinks you want to last longer, but the medicines are actually really designed to help improve or increase blood flow. So that problem is there. It's always going to be there. As a physician, I just discourage it because I said you don't really need to, so that's kind of my position on that. Now, I also, if you all know, as we look, our populations of the men younger and younger, they do have health risks too, right? So I don't ever just tell somebody I don't want to see you. I'll still say, well, it's probably the first time you've been to a doctor in a while. Let's see, look under the hood and see what's going on. But unfortunately, what you're saying is very true, and it does happen. Risk-wise,
is it dangerous?
I don't think it's a risk. These medicines are actually fairly safe. If you look at these oral erectile dysfunction medicines, they came out as like blood pressure medicines and things like that. And what happened was you had to take them multiple times a day to treat your blood pressure. When they went to get the pills back, because they were like, well, we're not going to put this out as a blood pressure medicine. The men didn't want to give it back because they were like, something else ain't working. I want to keep this.
Does it make the younger people who already can get an erection, does it make them last longer? Is it something that adds to what they already have?
Honestly, I think that's more of a psychological benefit. That's what I think. I mean, the psyche has a strong role in this, so that's what I think. But these pills, they do increase blood flow to the lungs. I mean, there are different benefits to these medicines that people don't talk about. But if you're young and don't need it, I think it's a lot more of the psychological things that are going on.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you for your question.
Fasten your
Appreciate
seatbelt, girl.
You're listening to the Kenny Smoov Morning Show. It's Ask the Expert this morning. Sissy Brown, who we got in the studio again?
We have Tony Holt and Dr. Kevin Billups.
That's right. So we were talking about lifestyle changes and foods again. I think people really need to hear that because, they can go and get that right now.
Absolutely, you can. When you think about it, according to research, only about 9% of women are eating the amount of fruits they need to eat. 12% of men. So we're not getting what we need, which means we're increasing cardiovascular disease and all the things that go along.
So how much, what's the percent that it should be at?
So the minimum recommendation, which is not what Dr. Billups and I prescribe to, but the federal government says that a woman should have at least 1.5 cups of fruit a day and 2.5 cups of vegetables, and a man should have 2 cups of fruit and 3.5 cups of vegetables a day.
And that's the minimum.
That's the minimum, but that's not optimal. And so we're not eating the fruits and vegetables. Those are the things that actually decrease our risk factors. And so we need to spend more time doing that. And I'm a proponent because I lived a lifestyle that it took 20 years. And in 20 years, I went from being healthy, running track, all of those things, to having high blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, congestive heart failure, and prostate cancer.
Dang.
And so, but then I saw all of those things reverse by doing what we're doing. And for 15 years, I've been living this way.
Give us some foods.
So,
what are some foods?
And is juicing good?
Juicing is good, but smoothies are better.
Smoothies are better.
Yeah, and not just all fruit smoothies. You need to have a complement of things in your smoothie. Fruits, some vegetables like kale, and having some...
And that flaxseed for the man.
Flaxseed is very important. And so making sure that you've got the right complement of things in your smoothie as well. And so we'll definitely provide people with some free resources for that standpoint.
What about beets?
Oh, God.
Beets are very good. If you think about the top 10 nitrics oxide richest foods, beets are number 10. People think they're number 1. Actually, arugula is number 1. So it means simply that you'll use less oxygen. You'll create more blood flow in the body and use less oxygen to do it. And so it's very important to have those things.
How can people get in touch with you, sir?
Sure. One way is info@heal90.com.
Okay.
info@heal90.com.
All right. And Dr. Billups, how do people get in contact with you, sir?
So if you're interested in the lifestyle aspects, what Tony just said, info@heal90.com is a good way to get me. I'm also you can reach me through Meharry Medical Group. .com, I believe that's the website. So if you're interested in an office visit, but either way, we'll get you the information.
So someone said on YouTube Live that most black men don't have insurance. I don't know where they got the information. I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
But
a lot of black
they just don't know
I
where
know
it is.
a lot of them don't, but I don't think most of them don't. I know, a lot of other
That's a lot.
ethnicities don't have insurance, but I'm just saying that was the comment that was made. Do you take insurance, and do you take no insurance?
So we take at Meharry, we take all of the insurances. I mean, so any insurance you have will be fine. There are 2 ways. If you have no insurance, one, there's a self-pay option, and we also have other options that where we can help with getting you insured. So or getting you covered. So
all right.
But yeah.
So, guys, you got some contact information. We'll have this up on our socials, on our website. Thank you, guys. Men's Health Month, erectile dysfunction. We talked about it, and we got through it. Thank you, guys, for making it happen for us.
We got
You made it, Crystal. Well, you trying to piss the men off, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Get it smooth in the morning.